sip before we get started. You definitely don't drink like that, like on a normal basis. God. Welcome, everybody. We had a little bit of a hiatus there last week.
People are probably over the hiatus shit.
Bro, I'm tired of them disappearing.
Hiatus.
Look, we're busy. We got a child. Life's rough for us sometimes.
The boys called me out last time. I was dead ass on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
This time, we were just lacking. Yeah. But this week, we got you with a pretty interesting topic. We're going to do why the divorce rate in the military is so damn high. And it is huge. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's over 50%.
Yeah, and by no means are we saying our marriage is perfect and we're not going to divorce at some point ever. I don't think we will. She thinks like we got another year together and
what do you mean?
She's done. We're done.
No, I told him like we're not getting a divorce. If he wants to try to divorce me, I'm disappearing. He's never going to see me again. Yeah, he's going to have to stay married to me his whole life. Like that's on you.
Yeah, well, yeah, by no means are we subject matter experts on this. This is from experience. What we see, what we saw. So don't, if this offends you, I mean,
why are you so worried about offending people?
Because in the age that we're in now,
who cares? No, we've never offended anybody.
Everyone's freaking offended.
Who cares? I don't care if you're offended.
If you were divorced at some point, fuck, dude.
Well, let's start it out. Well, if you're divorced and you were in the military, you know why it was so high.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, no, that's facts.
So let's jump into it. I think the biggest thing, number one topic I wanted to start out with, is that most individuals joining the military, like myself, were 17 sometimes and then 18 years old. Right. And the military incentivizes you to get married because you have absolutely zero benefits as a single Marine. You live in these shitty barracks. You have to eat at the chow hall, which is garbage most of the time. At least it was in Japan. I heard it's better other places.
Well, where's the other places?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I heard like Camp Lejeune and Camp Pendleton that the chow hall's not as bad.
Pendleton, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, you're right.
So you have to eat at this chow hall. They take it out of your check. It's not an option, which is the most annoying thing that was ever about the military. I hated that.
Yeah, that shit tasted like ass, dude. I don't care what anybody says. Like, this really wasn't that bad, man. It's trash. Me and my boy used to go to freaking Carl's Jr. every night, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, so you have to live in these crappy barracks. You have to eat at this chow hall that you probably don't even want to eat at. And then you have to live on base, which I think is the most annoying thing of it all.
Yeah, because if I had the choice, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be on base. Like, if me and Christine were married way before, when we still had time in Japan.
Well, at the very end of our careers, we didn't live on base.
Yeah,
I never wanted to live on base because it's like once you get off work, you're still on base. So it's nice to be able to leave the base and disconnect from the military for the night that you're not going to be
talking about North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in for a while in Camp Lejeune, and then we lived right up. Literally, what was it? 10-minute drive?
No, it was like 30 minutes off base. We were ways away from base. We were trying to get out of there.
Yeah, dude, it was the best, one of the best apartments we've ever stayed at. It was great.
Absolutely.
Besides the point, again, I'm getting off topic a lot.
Yeah, a little bit. So that's my number one thing. So people, you get incentivized to get married. People are coming in super young, so people are getting married right out of high school without even really seeing marriage as a thing to do because you love somebody, but as a thing to do because you get a lot more benefits and make a lot more money getting married.
Yeah, and again, it's not everybody. I had a Marine in Japan who had a very successful relationship with his wife, who he met in high school, came into the military with them. They were away from each other for like, man, I want to say since you were there, like three years away or 2 years away from each other. And she came to Japan, and they're still going strong. That's like one of the marriages that I try to.
That's like a unicorn marriage, though.
It's a unicorn marriage. Yeah, that's the one and only time I've ever seen that. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the one and only time. And except for Gomez, but
No, but everybody else, like 1 out of 50 marriages are gonna make it through a couple of years in the military.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. You got to really love someone to transition like that from the civilian world marriage to military where no matter what, you're going to be away for a while.
Yeah, somebody can be gone for 6 months.
Literally, man.
On a field op for a couple months.
Go to a schoolhouse, go to a leadership
camp,
school.
everything.
Like, you're going to be away.
Yeah.
So you have to have that trust, and that's the biggest thing.
And that's the number one issue. So you're going to be stuck in a shop, most likely. Very often, you get put with females, and you're working with females.
Oh, man. What a
And
transition.
Yeah, and you're working with people that are the exact same age as you. In the military, especially, women somehow look 10 times better than anywhere else.
In 29 Palms, it was called Desert Goggles. And in Okinawa, what was it called? It was called something else.
But when you're secluded away from people, like in the desert or on an island, the people that you're with, guys and girls, suddenly look way better than what they would out in the real world.
Mostly girls, because the military is so man-heavy.
Yeah.
That, you know.
Yeah, but still, like, when I was in Japan, like, Japanese dudes don't like American girls. So you're stuck. Yeah, Japanese dudes do not mess with American girls. I never saw it. It was always guys getting with Japanese girls, but it was never the opposite.
Yeah, you're right. They used to think, actually, let me not say that. But, yeah, there's a thing called Desert Goggles in 29 Palms. And for some reason, a girl who is a Marine, in the Marine Corps, an easy maybe 8, 7.5, right? And then out in the real world, that girl's a 3. Of like a 4 or 5. Like, I would not look twice. You know, like if I'm in a mall walking around in Arizona, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But in the military, you're like,
But
she's the best looking one on the base.
Yeah. Like, on the topic of working around Marines, like, it's, I don't care who you are. It's tough being married and having a shop full of females. It's tough.
Yeah, because you see them all the time. You're going to see them way more than you see your wife.
Especially if you're in a leadership position. Mm-hmm. Because you can't just not talk to them.
Yeah.
You have to. You're there for them.
Yeah, you got to be with them. And even outside of work, if they're in trouble, you're the one that's got to be.
You got to be there. Like,
individual.
Yeah, I've had Marines, like, I lost my train of thought. But yeah. I went blank. But working with a lot of female Marines causes tension in the home because you're going to get text messages at night when a Marine's in trouble or a Marine's drunk, which most of the time that happens, and she's texting you or whatever. I haven't had that problem, I don't think, right?
No, you have. But anyways, moving on from that. Unless you want to bring yourself into this, I wasn't even going to bring you into it.
All right, chill.
Try to put your own stuff into it.
What did I...
Anyway, so here's the biggest issue. So when males get into a leadership role, females usually like that sort of dominant figure. That somebody that is of success. So that's kind of how you see staffing, especially if you're a brand new junior Marine coming into the fleet. You're like, wow, that staff sergeant. Whoa,
yeah,
he's so successful.
They're broke as shit, I promise.
Yeah, they're not like once you get up in the ranks, then you're like, okay, I don't even know why I found that attractive. But coming in as a PFC or Lance Corporal, there's a lot of sergeants and staff sergeants that are instantly going to try and take advantage of you. And it's honestly extremely disgusting now that I look back on it. Because you have these like, stop it. You have these girls that are very naive who haven't seen a lot of the real world. And then you have these dudes that are actual predators because they know how to take advantage of these girls that are brand new to something. They'll be like, oh, let me help you out. Let me show you around. Let me do this and that. And all they're doing is just preying on you.
I agree to that to some extent because I'm
a guy, so you can't.
Because I am a guy. I mean,
But you should know the best.
At some point, I was a single corporal, a single E4. Not that anybody really cares that you're a corporal. You're still broke.
Get that fresh meat in the shop.
Still broke. You're still a loser. But there's when you get like fresh. I hate saying that, bro. But fresh.
That's how they look at them.
Fresh privates or fresh PFCs. And again, I've had my fair share of I don't want to say embarrassing, just young Marine stuff, right? Where fresh meat comes in the shop, and it's just easy for you to be the predator and prey on fresh meat. And I'm not defending that, but I get it because it's so easily accessible. Are we talking about marriage or what are we talking about? But
that's the issue because you'll have a lot of sergeants and staff. It's not even the single Marines that
I'm
are
talking
doing
about
it.
Married staff, married sergeants, married corporals.
Sometimes we got gunnies, I've been hit up by master sergeants. I've been hit up by sergeant majors.
Yeah,
I have every rank except for officers. I never got an officer.
Neither did I.
Yeah, that was like the goal. That's like you like.
If you do that, you're not a loser. You're the
you're a real
the guy to follow.
If you get over on that freaking on the dark
you're the guy
side.
to follow. Yeah.
But you have like freaking 30, 40-year-old staff NCOs who hate their marriages, hate going home, hate their wives, hate their kids, and they get a brand new Lance Corporal PFC that's looking good, coming into the shop. And man, they lose their minds. They like forget that the rank that they are.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll use like meritorious promotions or
everything, man.
I don't want to hear that. Oh, they don't use
meritorious. I've never had that. Like I've never seen someone be like, "Oh, I'll get you meritoriously promoted." That doesn't exist.
I have seen it like twice.
You can't because the individual that is putting you up on the board is not the person that chooses whether or not you get meritoriously promoted. We've talked about this. It's above whoever it is, even at your own level, like at a unit level. If your sergeant major likes you and they put you on a meritorious board, like let's say theoretically it's because they think you're attractive, right? They're not the one choosing you to get promoted. It's the next level. So how does that even make sense?
I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah.
Just know that I've been gypped out of shit.
Nah, we can't.
I've been gypped out of shit.
No.
I've been gypped out of shit. I have been gypped out of many things in life.
You have not.
And I have not. I was not a...
Samuro.
So, some of it was my fault because I was a piece of shit. Okay. Sue me.
This went a little off topic. You always want to make it like super.
yeah. I always want to fucking fight. And I'm cussing a lot in this episode. But anyways, back to marriage. Yeah, being a staff NCO, being a sergeant or corporal. How are we?
You're good.
Okay. Being a sergeant, corporal, staff sergeant, gunny. It's very easily accessible. And you already hate your wife who's back home, who's bitching at you all day, right? Whatever. Or she may have gotten fat and you're no longer attracted to her. And which is, I get it, bro. Like, okay, I get it. But that's things you work through in your marriage if you want to be successful. Like, hey, babe, you're getting a little chubby. Not like the way I'm approaching it.
Let's hit the gym, man.
Yeah, we should hit the gym together. Not, oh man, my wife got fat.
Let me go to this brand new Lance Corporal.
Look at this Lance Corporal, real fit.
Yeah, fit.
Can't pass a PFT or a CFT to save her life. Still looks fit. Got a nice little booty on her. Looking soft. You probably use Bath and Body Works.
Like, what are you saying?
Bath and Body
You're like creeping me out right now. Like, I can only imagine what they're thinking.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Moving on. So let's get off this topic.
If you don't watch this episode, you're missing out on all this stupid shit I'm saying. What's the next topic?
So next big thing is going into, especially the Marine Corps, you're going to have a lot of alpha type females. A lot more masculine. Yeah, I was definitely this. When you met me, I'm not even sure why you married me, to be honest. But I changed a lot. It was how I was. I was very, like, dominant. I wasn't submissive. I was very argumentative. And I think I still kind of am to an extent. But I toned it down a lot more.
Not really, yeah.
And those aren't necessarily a lot of qualities that men want to marry unless they're, like, a beta male. But if you also have like an alpha type of male, they usually want a submissive wife. And you guys can get mad at that all you want. Oh, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. I don't care.
I'm ready to attack.
Yeah, but that's majority of what guys want. And they tell females out all the time and females get mad about it. But that's just the reality. Most dudes want a very alpha, argumentative woman.
I'm okay with a woman who works really hard. Obviously, Christine's a woman that works super hard. Physically fit, goes to the gym, takes care of her body, and is a great mother all at once, right? I'm okay with that. But
you're the man of the house.
But Christine, and I hate that to talk about shit like this, but Christine knows when to step back and kind of let me lead a little bit, right? Which, okay, and I'm not disrespectful. I don't fucking tell her to sit down.
Shut up.
Slut. But yeah, when I met her, this is a perfect example. You're literally the perfect example. When I met her, she was all about her work, all about the gym, and
you couldn't tell me what to do.
And when she went out, she was going to talk to whoever she felt like, and it is what it is, and whatever. So you're right. Maybe I don't know why I married you. But,
no, I changed a lot. I changed a lot even before we got married.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of alpha females in the military. The whole time that I was, I'm still kind of in, but the whole time that I was on active duty, almost every female that I worked around who was single was a woman who, I'm trying to find the phrase, I'm a single woman.
Oh yeah, strong, independent.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need any man to do this or that, and I'm a Marine, and blah blah, and this and that, and I don't care. You're just gonna stay single forever.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You're being stupid. I know my place. All right. If I'm a man who is like, I don't really know. What do you want to do? Like, bro, grow some goddamn balls.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to do. Like, stop, bro.
So I think the dynamic of like men and women get really
mixed up.
Put in the gray area, yeah, especially
in the
the military. If you're trying to marry somebody that's also in the military, it becomes difficult.
It does. I agree.
But also, if you're, let's say you're a guy and you're married to somebody that's not in the military, you're going to be around a lot of females that are very like assertive and like will tell you what they want. Like they're going to go after you.
And I mean, as
Like
a
you're
man,
gonna
I'm
have
okay.
junior Marines going after you. Like even you let's not say you're not always the predator. Like staff sergeants and sergeants are not always the ones trying to go for junior Marines.
Facts.
A lot
bro.
of the times it's females that are lower rank wanting the higher ranking guy, and it's hard, for them because again they're around them all the time. So it goes both ways. It's not just always dudes preying on junior Marines. A lot of the times it's females too trying to break apart marriages.
Yeah,
from
example, like I haven't.
You
rarely.
don't have to do examples.
You're right.
Yeah, you don't have to put examples.
Anyways,
we can just talk about the topic.
Another thing is when
Spit it out.
when you don't get around. As bad as it sounds, like if you're having sex with the same person, like this one person, and that's the same person forever, and you never got around, you're like, man, that's the person I want to marry. Like, she's great. And then you never got any other piece of meat.
Piece of ass.
Like, you're not going to know if you never talked to any other female, you've never had sexual relations with any other female. You're not, you're going to get curious, bro, because you're like, man, was my wife or was my husband the best I could have? Because I think if I wasn't the way that I was before, I would have never found the trophy that I have now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because we saw it a lot. We saw a lot of people get married right out of high school, and then they get surrounded by all of these like male or females, and they're like, "Wow, I've never had this much attention. I don't know how to handle it."
Not even right out of high school. They get right into the fleet, right into the into active duty, and they marry the first male Marine or first female Marine that they see ever because they showed them a little bit of attention, or they partied one time and they got it in. Like,
yeah,
bro, are you serious?
Yeah,
stop it. Like, I would have never. What the heck?
That's why cheating, along with divorce, cheating is so prevalent in the military. Because,
oh my God, it's everywhere.
Yeah, you have a lot of young individuals. You have a lot of testosterone. It's just like a college campus. Like, college is just as bad as the military because you're literally living in close proximity with all these people and working so close with them that if you didn't get enough attention before you got married,
you'll get it.
And you're getting a bunch of attention, you usually don't know how to act about it.
And a lot of the married guys. And married women get a lot of attention. For some reason, people want the married people.
Yeah.
Single people want the married people, and I can't even find why.
It's because it's like forbidden, and everybody wants like that
it's,
forbidden
you
thing.
get a little fucking, live on the dark side, You're like,
yeah. You get curious, and when somebody's married, they look more
desirable.
Yeah, there you go. Because somebody else wanted them. Damn, look at you.
College.
Got it. All right, I think that's probably.
Yeah,
I feel like we
stop.
really went off on a tangent there a couple times. Jay wanted to give a little bit too many examples. Always
I was doing the same shit.
Life in here.
All right.
But thank you guys for watching the episode. Those of you that made it this far, congratulations.
If you watched it all.
Share this video, like this video.
Or don't.
Make lots of comments. It helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye!